Welcome everyone, the collective. I'm Michelle Azaria Nachu, also known as Jasmine Noel, and I guide the collective back to self and purpose by speaking our truth so that we can stand in our power. So welcome to the month of January. I am actually recording this video on December 20th, 2023. So I'm starting my rounds of monthly readings, and it's time to dive deep into the month of January. Okay, so for this month, we are going through the thicket forest. We're going through a forest of guiding ourselves with pure aligned intuition that we need to gather in fortitude through this fortitude. This is a year of great stubbornness, but great gratitude. Like for real. Like this is a year of having to overcome many obstacles, because this is the year of karma, but this is great abundance. It's a lot of abundance this year. It's a lot of manifesting. It's a lot of things that we can create under these transits. So I do want to pull some cards. I do have my notes here. If you guys have been going through the book, then that will give you more details and stuff. So just make sure while you are watching these videos for each month that you are following along with the book, making sure that you are understanding what is required of you for that month so that you can truly understand what you need to do to stay aligned. So I do have notes, but it's always something different for me. Like every time, I want to come live, or I want to talk about something, or I want to do a video about something, and it's like the energy definitely shifts. So I'm just going to do what my soul calls me to do, and we're going to pull from the Uncommon Tarot deck, and we're just going to pull from what I feel with this energy off that for January 2024. Okay, let's see. So we know the theme is the forest, but I'm going to go through, see what the cards pull. Okay, so we have the Hierophant kind of at this position. So I'm feeling like a lot of you are going to feel uncommitted to a vision, uncommitted to what is being asked of you. If you can see, there's keys here. There's two women here I see that have, their offering that's coming into this temple, which is like the Buddha temple. These keys, and then there's someone sitting up here too. So it's like, it's kind of like people are coming into this temple. The back of the deck is the Four of Cups. So it seems like a lot of you might not want to stay on the committed path, or it's going to feel like some of you are feeling like it's too hard. And I'm hearing like a lot of you need to get that out of your vocabulary for this month. Yeah, the Ace of Wands. You just need to take charge. You really need to take charge of your life and go forth. I feel like, Two of Swords. I feel like some of you guys will feel like, you can't really quite see anything. You can't quite see what is happening. I mean, this is a forest. This forest is asking you to stay on the path. Look at the High Priestess here with the Queen of Coins and the Ace of Swords. This could be very like feminine energy here, especially with this Ace of Wands. But it's, well, the Ace of Wands is more masculine, but I feel like there's a torch. Like there's a torch being passed on here. And I feel like the divine feminine is going to have to really trust their intuition in the month of January. Especially with this High Priestess, like there's some unforeseen things. But I also feel like there's so much abundance, there's so much nurturance, there's so much nourishment that comes from learning this lesson here. And so with the Ace of Swords here, there's going to be clarity at the very end of the month. It's going to be a lot of clarity. I feel like someone needs to go forth with their ideas. You need to take charge. You just go forth with it. Like, finish it. Like, it's going to work out. And I feel like if you trust yourself enough, you'll see that clarity. You'll have that perception that you need to see to get through. Even through February. Okay? Yeah, the Moon card is here. So there's going to be some unforeseen events that happen in the month of January. I'm picking up in the middle week of January. It's going to be midweek of January. Starting around the 14th, you'll start to kind of pick up this energy around the 13th of January. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. I'm hearing good luck is on your side. Good luck is on your side. Look at the High Priestess again with the Ace of Coins. Again, this year is the year of 8. It's abundance. It's abundance. Like, I mean abundance. A lot of abundance. A lot of wealth. This is also the year of money. The Wheel of Fortune again is the year. It's a good year of luck. It is the year of the dragon, the wood and green dragon specifically. I feel like whatever you put in, you will get out. Whatever you put in, you will get out. I'm hearing 2024 will be a great year for a lot of you. For a lot of you. If you learn your lessons. If you stay committed. If you are diminishing being in facts, being in reason, also coupling with your intuition. You got to trust your intuition this year. If you don't, it will be your detriment. The Eight of Swords, you'll get stuck. You won't see. Let's get a little bit deeper here, shall we? Spirit, how can... It's really the Divine Feminine. But how can the Divine Feminine, and this is really on, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, but how can the Divine Feminine stay connected to their intuition? How can the Divine Feminine stay connected to their intuition, Spirit? Blessings. Divine Feminine, spiritual quest in the back of the deck. You got to stay, it's really what it is. You got to stay on your path. You got to stay in joy. You got to stay close to your spiritual practice. And I feel like this is your vision. Your vision has to be now bigger than your why. And your why has to be bigger than your vision. They go hand in hand, Spirit is saying. They said that your blessings matter. Your blessings matter. This 44. It's blessings. This is a wide open road, Spirit says. A road that is so open, so veered for anyone that wants it, they can have it. And they said, if you stay on this quest, this is a 40. So there's an 8, and that we are entering the year of 8. There's a lot of blessings this year. 10:33 on the clock. A lot of blessings this year. And this spiritual quest, you know, we have Jupiter going into Gemini in May. And for some reason, it's going to be, this Jupiter in Gemini is saying an open market, open opportunities, veer, I don't know why I want to keep saying the word veering, like this big expansion of growth, opportunities, personality, because Gemini does rule the personality. But Gemini also rules the open markets. It also rules the shadows. So it's like Gemini is very versatile. So there's going to be a lot of versatility and diversity as well. And this is saying, like, as long as you stay on your path and you do your work, so many blessings will come in. But this 4 is telling me, you have to get your foundation ready, which should have already been ready. It should have been worked on since 2020. You should have been having those principles, those foundations ready to go. And you should have been working on all of that in 2020, 2021, 2022. 2022 was about perfecting the craftsmanship, how you're going to do it, how you're going to get it done. Seeing it work for itself. And then 2023 was just to purge, to cleanse, to clear out, to move more of that trauma, to move more of the karma out of the way, so that in 2024, which is this year, you are able to see fully what you really need to see. Okay? Masculines, there is a lot of decisions you're having to make. And there's a 3 and 1. So that's 4 again. So Divine Feminine also just has to stay in her joy, just has to stay in her practice, and not allow anyone to tell you what your practice should look like. Okay? It's time to get more cards. So this energy, we have the Father and the Destroyer. Okay? The Father says talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. And then the Destroyer is saying releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for new life. Yo. Ooh. The Father says again, talent for creating and supporting life. Positive guiding light within a tribal unit. You know, Pluto is going into Aquarius on January 21st. We also have child orphan. You know what I'm picking up? I feel like a lot of fathers have tried to control and veer, there's that word again, veer their children off into a specific talent, organization, sport. And I see that a lot with a lot of parents, or I see that a lot with masculine energy. And I feel like in January, Spirit is really going to sit up and state to a lot of people, your responsibility is not to make up for the losthood of what your father wanted you to do by projecting himself on what he couldn't do. Okay? I feel like a lot of your fathers or your parents, divine masculine, controlled you, because the shadow side of the father is dictatorial control, abuse of authority. And so what you're going to see here is that in the collective view, you're going to see a lot of control as far as the collective being controlled by what they should say, which has already been happening, and it's been a lot of censoring, but it's going to be more of how they should create or how they should work with their talents, because they want you to stay in an isolated box for you to not receive your blessings, because they didn't get their blessings, because their fathers taught them how to be in control of not only their sacral, which is the source of their talents, but there's a sense of control of how they empower themselves. So there's going to be a lot of decisions, divine masculines, on how you step out of this specific path that your father or maybe your mother or a masculine authority figure, doesn't matter if it's mom or dad, that puts you in a space of making you feel as if you have to do what they say and do what they know. A lot of people, what I have seen in the collective over the last couple of months in 2023, is that there's a lot of creatives that are expressing themselves, especially on Threads, the new Instagram IG app, where they're expressing themselves as, I feel limited in one space. I feel limited in one area of my creativity. I feel limited to create a brand centered around one thing that I'm good at, instead of just encompassing all of their talents into one. And I feel like Spirit is saying to you all that you are going to have to really sit with yourselves in January to really idolize. And I don't want to say the wrong thing here, but idolize your own vision. Create from a space of the source within. And the source within you, divine masculines and divine feminine, is this. Two things. Divine feminine through your healing arts, and divine masculine, the acceptance of the divine feminine. This is interesting. Leading you into not the acts of the healing arts, but in the luxuriousness and the lux of accepting your true nature, your true being, your true self. And this is all going to help you see things for what they truly are and not what you want them to be. This January, there's going to be a real cut down of finishing denial cases. It's going to be a lot of people that have been in denial since 2023 for a very long time, actually, that is going to have to learn how to create from a whole new blank space. And this message is starting to come full circle. If you've been reading the book, if you read the book, Libra, I think it's Libra, is holding the blank space. And Libra, I think it's Libra, or it might be Aquarius. I think it actually might be Aquarius. Let's look. Let's go back. Nope, it's Aquarius. Sorry. Libra is, well, I know what Libra is. That's why I said that. But no, this year it's Aquarius having to understand creating from a different space. Like, you're creating from a whole new era. You're creating from a whole new energy. But there's still a certain sense of a shadow, something that is not quite seen yet. And this is saying you have to make a vow to yourself, especially before January 21st, when Pluto goes into Aquarius. This is going to give you a real call to action, a real call to the answer, a real call to the knowing of, there is going to be people very envious of you, because there's going to be people finally stepping out of the old, that Pluto and Capricorn. Capricorn is dealing with elders, dealing with the old, dealing with tradition, and stepping into this new foreseen space. Now, let me tell you this. Aquarius is still ruled by Saturn, traditionally. So there's still going to be an archetypal energy of still the father. Because regardless, the father still states talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. Meaning it's going to guide you into a whole new paradigm, a whole new shift that is going to ask you to be different, be unique, but stay on the path that is uniquely and designed for you. That is uniquely and designed specifically to your auric field. January is going to start asking you as well, and it's going to be very subtle. It's going to be around January 23rd, where it's going to start asking you, what is in my auric field that is being leaked out? There's leakages in our auric field, and it's going to ask you to start cleansing that. Because when we get into February, there's going to be a sense of having to cleanse our lymphatic systems. Okay? Clearing out those leakages, those things that have been hidden And we're working with those hidden things, but also releasing the things that no longer serve our true identity and our personality, letting go of certain things within our personality to develop a sense of character, a real sense of character, having a character development error, because there's a lot of messages. There's a lot of messages. Okay? It's a lot of messages for January. And there's going to be a lot of moving things around. There's going to be a lot of who am I? What am I really here to do? It's going to be a lot of asking ourselves, how can I induce more creativity, more art, more love, more compassion, more sense of ability into myself? It's going to be a true wake-up call for a lot of you. And a lot of you are going to have to stand your ground. It's Capricorn. We have a new, we will be having, hold on, this is what I need. We will be having a new moon in Capricorn on January 11th. So this is really where it's going to start. 11 is also a manifestation. It's going to be a great time to manifest, but this is also going to be at 20 degrees. This new moon in Capricorn is going to be at 20 degrees. That's Scorpion degree. I'm also hearing Spirit say, and I'm hearing, am I living my life to my greatest potential, to my greatest capacity? This new moon in Capricorn is really going to be asking us about our prana, our surrendering to the very moment, to the very now. It's going to really ask us to breathe in deeper to our timelines. Breathe in deeper into our spaces. It's going to ask us, have we done what we really wanted to do? And it's also going to ask us, are we ready? This new moon in Capricorn is not nothing to truly play with. I'm going to be honest. It's going to really sit here and say, like, you know, Scorpio is a very much a creative sign. Very highly creative, very potent. And so this new moon in Capricorn is going to be extremely potent. It's going to have some heavy moon energy. And I'm peeping some mercurial energy around this new moon in Capricorn too. Whereas there's going to be a strong message of asking us this. Fearless expression. I feel it in my solar plex chakra, guys. This is going to be asking us, are you ready? Are you ready to take the extra mile? Capricorn is not a mediocre sign. There's going to be a lot of answering the call. There's going to be a lot of creatives feeling like I've been feeling like my work is mediocre. There's going to be a lot of creatives that's going to be looking over their creativity and say, I feel like I could do so much more. And Capricorn is the top dog. It's at the very top of the horizon. Okay? And it's ascendant. Everything is, all the zodiacs are going to be in a specific coordinate. Okay? There's going to be, on this new moon in Capricorn, it's going to be sitting, it's going to have an Aries ascendant. So when we have Aries as the ascendant at 19 degrees, which is a Libra degree, which is a creative degree, and then we got Cap at 20 degrees, this new moon, it's going to be like, it's going to have so much energy where it's going to be like, I want to reach my highest potential. I want to reach the highest point. I want to reach that point and touch that point by the very end of this year. Okay? So again, the destroyer is saying releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for new life. I see right here under this, it's going to be refreshing of our timelines. It's going to be healing our wounds. It's going to be a check-in energy. And cleaning out the old structures and bringing in the new. And then we have 5-5. And then there was 30-30 on the clock. Y'all. Spirit is going to be like, okay. Okay. You're going to be setting your timeline in January. You're going to be setting your timeline in January. You're going to be setting everything up in January. This is a building. This is going to be the preliminary peak to the building. By April, you're going to be building it physically. In between January and March, April, you're going to be visualizing this. Visualizing everything that you ever wanted. And then in April, between April and really June 30th, I'm hearing, but really June 3rd, I don't know why they're saying that. You're going to be really building out your arc. You're going to be finalizing the details. This is why I have to go slow, because I'm trying to get everything into this video. Boom, thank you. So this January's energy, really the whole year's energy, is Asana. And Asana is really about stillness. It's really about sitting in the stillness of the truth. And I love that this card came out. And I think this is going to be the very end of the reading. But it's going to say, and I'll be back, of course. I'm going to have the notes for everybody, but read the book. It's going to say here, let me be still and listen to the truth. And it says, sit quietly and close your eyes. The light within you is sufficient. It alone has power to give the gift of sight to you. Exclude the outer world and let your thoughts fly to the peace within. They know the way. So, Nick said that's the end of the argument. One last affirmation. This is a powerful message, and it's not even all the messages. Oh my goodness! But that is the meat. That's the base. That's the base. That's the root. This is the root of the message. One last card, and then I will let you guys go. You were made for a higher purpose. The 2022 was talking about that. 33:44 on the clock. 2022 was talking about that. Man, the way that I expanded my vision in 2022. Yeah. It says, I'm here to serve. I'm here to inspire. I'm here to love. I'm here to live my truth. Okay? Y'all, babies, it's going to be a year. Hold the vision. Hold the vision. Hold the vision. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to make this clear for y'all for this whole year. Hold the vision. 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 Get clear on your 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 vision. And with that being said, I hope that you have a wonderful month in January. And I will see you guys in February. Bye for now.